All right. Jeff Johnson, what up?
Man, what's up, brother?
Bruh, a lot of stuff going on.
A whole lot of stuff going on. What hit you the most last night?
Oh, what about the impeachment?
Yeah.
What hit me last night, I know it sounds crazy, just how stupid and disrespectful the president is to say what he said about the deceased congressman.
About John Dingell.
That stood out. That was low.
No, it was just unnecessarily low. But you know, I think honestly, what got me more than even the potentially looking up from hell remark was that this dude acted like when he died, he rolled up on his wife like he was a gangster. Like, yo, let me give you $10 out of my pocket, and if you need anything else, come let me know. Like the fact that John Dingell was the longest-serving member of Congress ever. Right. Was a World War II veteran. He deserved a half-mast flag and all of the ceremony that the office deserves without President Trump. He didn't decide to do that. That's what the office dictates. And I think that, to me, is indicative of where we currently are. Right. That an impeached president that is brought up on impeachment charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress is one thing, but this dude has no character. He's got no honor. He's got no dignity. He's got none of that. He is not worthy of being president of the United States. And so my hope, Rick, is I hope that what we know is going to happen doesn't happen quickly, because I don't even want President Trump to be removed from office by the Senate. I don't want him to go through a lengthy trial that further wastes American taxpayer dollars and time and attention of legislators. You know what I want?
What?
I want us to ante up, go to the polls, and so decisively beat him.
Right.
That he loses what little mind he got left.
Right. Right. Because his ego would not be able to handle it.
His ego can't handle anything. Like, this is the dude that when you break up with him, they literally start talking about everything that's wrong with you.
Right.
Like this guy last night, and you know, this speech in Michigan was 2 hours.
Yeah, he's talking about dishwashing and all of that stuff.
But here's the dangerous part, man, because there are still people listening to him and still people following him. And he talked to the Democrats and said, you're declaring open war on American democracy. You're the ones interfering in American elections. You're the ones subverting America's democracy. We did nothing wrong, nothing whatsoever. This is just excuses. You're the ones obstructing justice. You're the ones bringing pain and suffering to our republic. And anybody that has got the unmitigated gall to stand before the American people and just spew this kind of foolishness, not in the face of accusations, Rick, in the face of already being impeached.
Right.
You know, I don't want his tax returns. I want somebody to do a mental evaluation on this dude.
Yeah.
I literally, like Congress should have the ability to call for the mental stability of the President of the United States for the sake of national security. And literally, I want a mental health professional at the White House to certify that this fool is not clinically out of his mind. And Rick, I'm not even kidding. I do not believe that the current president of the United States is mentally stable enough to hold office. And I am fearful of the further along this impeachment piece goes, the more unhinged he's going to become.
Right.
And so I just want us to, if we are appreciating this political theater, if we are enjoying the fact that at least this president now will have a mark on his record that he was impeached from office, we know that no president in the history of America has ever been removed from office. But we do know, as I think you mentioned earlier this week, this is the first impeached president that actually has to run for office again.
Yeah.
And that mark should encourage us to turn out even harder to ensure that this mentally unstable individual that has a lack of character, a lack of honor, a lack of dignity, and a lack of respect for the office doesn't deserve to be president for any citizen of the United States. And that's not a political statement. That is a human statement and one about leadership, Rick. So
Wow.
I even hate that in this last show that I'm on for the year that I even got to talk about this idiot.
Right.
Because there's so many other things that we should be able to focus on coming out of 2019. But the current news of the day dictates that we make sure that folks know what's going on. So those are three things I got for you, Rick.
Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you heard Jeff turn into a preacher right quick.
He should quick, didn't he?
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Jeff said, it's so many other things.
Yes, sir. Rem Jeff.
You make sure you remember that. You make sure you remember that collection plate as we renegotiate contracts.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Did you hear him take his text, Rob?
Go ahead. What
Jeff, you was doing good. He said, and we got to get him. We got to get on the vote because it's so many other things.
What's up? Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rick